If your daily commute on the Northway takes you over Albany Shaker Road, or on it for that matter, you'll be happy to hear this. The construction project is nearly complete.
Amazing. The State Department of Transportation announced today that it is a year ahead on the bridge replacement project, and the work will be totally done by the end of the month.
Jennifer Lukey is live in that area tonight. And Jen, it's on to phase 2 now, a new exit solely for the airport. That's been a long time in coming.
Yeah, that's the hope, Liz. But as you can imagine, $30 million is not easy to come by. So the Department of Transportation is hoping to get some of the costs from the federal government. Now, you can see that the work behind me is still going on here, but most of the major heavy lifting is done. They're just doing some paving and some landscaping, and all of this will be wrapped up and out of here by the end of October. They're hoping to get the funding for phase 2 in the next couple of years and be done with that by 2019.
To be candid, the infrastructure in New York State is well over 150 years old, and we're not alone. We know nationally that roads and bridges are in deep disrepair.
And there's only so much money to go around. Normally, the federal government provides about 40% of the infrastructure funding here in New York. But with the constant bickering in Congress, the state hasn't been able to bank on the cash or plan too far in the future.
It's difficult for the local communities to plan as well, because they need to know what level of funding, will be in place for them as well. So, I'm taking a look at how we can, make funding more flexible. There is no new money, to be clear. That's why it's so important that the federal government pass a fully funded surface transportation bill.
But even if or when that money comes through, DOT still has to prioritize. The challenge of getting what needs to be done, how then do you justify new projects like the airport off-ramp if you don't have the money to even fix what's wrong?
And therein lies, the challenge is making sure that we're addressing critical infrastructure needs, but also looking at how we can support and enhance economic development.
And that's why the airport is confident phase 2 of this project, direct access off the Northway, is still on track. Are you confident they'll find the money?
Yeah. What they've done is they've completed, they're completing now the archaeological studies. They've got the environmental work. So we see progress, and we've been partnering with DOT, meeting with them, and we're confident it will happen. We like to see it happen more quickly, and we like to see the funding and the bidding to happen maybe within a couple of years. So we're done in 2019. That's the hope.
Obviously, it all comes down to the cash, though, and the state's really waiting on the feds to get that bill passed. That would be a 6-year bill, so they would at least be able to plan ahead, know where they can spend the money and where they can't. But again, the good news tonight is that this project behind me will be done in by the end of the month. You can see some construction going on, but again, all of this is supposed to be cleared up, and this is wider road. There are more safety features, so it should be a little bit better for the 100,000 people who are traveling through this area every single day. Live in Colonie, Jennifer Lukey, CBS 6 News.